Hello, my name is Jim Gurman, and welcome to today's episode of
Kilimanjaro.
We're going to be reviewing the Craftsman 1/4-inch mini air ratchet today. That's this little guy right here. It comes in this nice little box here. I was initially impressed that it came in this nice little pouch here, and it also comes with this little owner's manual that's full of warnings. So you don't get much in the box. In fact, this little swivel air quick disconnect that I put on here doesn't come with it. That's an add-on that I added to it. It's very useful for this sort of tool. You just get the air ratchet itself. So first looks, it looks pretty nice. The finish on the ratchet up here looks really nice. The markings up here, well done. The grip looks pretty nice. However, you'll notice that it doesn't say Craftsman in here anymore, nor over here. After the first time I used it, these little Craftsman stickers that were on here, they fell right off. So that was a little disappointing. The other thing that I noticed right away is that this lever here, the lever that activates the air ratchet, sometimes if it's not perfectly centered, it'll catch on the side of the grip. The grip actually rotates a little, so if the grip becomes rotated off center, that becomes much more common. If it's on center, most of the time when you're holding it, it doesn't really matter, but sometimes it does happen and it's a little irritating. Also, I've had my fingers get pinched in between the trigger and the grip, so that's pretty irritating. Other than that, though, it seems pretty well made. It's pretty sturdy, feels good in the hand, and everything looks, the finish on it all looks pretty good. The way this is designed, the air comes in up through the bottom and spins a little turbine down here. The air then leaves through here and comes out this chute on the side here. So this one's nice because it's adjustable. You can point it in any direction. That's always a problem with an air tool. Where do you want to spray the excess air? So it's nice being able to adjust it. There, the shaft that the turbine is on then comes up here and drives a little gear that's sitting in there. That knocks this cam back and forth, causing the ratcheting action. Now because of that, it doesn't put out a lot of torque. This one's only rated to 20 foot-pounds, and I found in my testing it's more like 10 or 15 foot-pounds. However, I consider that to be a good thing. Some of the more powerful air ratchets will put out a lot more torque, something like 90 foot-pounds. On a small little ratchet like that, that's going to really swing your hand around, and you're most likely going to be in a confined area, which means it's got a good chance to whack your hand into the car or whatever you're working on. So with this one, it's probably not going to do that. You'll probably easily be able to hold it in place. And if you want to apply more torque, because it locks, because of this way this design is, you can just push down with your hand, easily apply 50, 100 foot-pounds. I've hooked up my air line, and the first thing I noticed is it's actually leaking a little bit of air. Probably not a big deal, but it is a sign of the quality of the tool. A good air tool shouldn't leak any air when it's hooked up. It's not coming from the quick disconnect, which I checked. It's actually coming out of this little port right here. So it's from leaking inside the tool. I got a bolt up here that's about hand tight. So I'm going to switch it into reverse. That's done with this little thing here. Flip that over. Put this on the bolt. Push the left. Away it goes. I've switched the bolt around now so you can see how fast it pulls out the bolt. You're usually using an air ratchet because you want to go quickly, so one that goes real slow is not really the best. So you can see it's not the fastest thing in the world. It's a little disappointing from this. I was hoping that it would turn a lot faster. Next up I have the decibel meter to see how loud this is. Air tools are typically very loud. So that reads 102 decibels. Actually not that bad for an air tool. It actually is reasonably quiet. 102 decibels is still loud enough that you should wear hearing protection if you're using it continuously. Overall, I'd say this is pretty middle of the road. It's got some quality issues with the grip and the lever here catching, but the ratcheting mechanism works really well, and I really like how small it is. That's one of the most important features of a small air ratchet, is that you can reach into tight places with it. I wish it was a little faster. However, the low torque on it makes it really nice. You're not going to slam your hand against it when it catches. Craftsman has started expanding their sales network now, so you can get this at more than just Sears. Most places charge $45 for it, which I think is a reasonable value. See you next time, and thanks for watching.